What's going on YouTube? Taylor Prentice back here with another video, and today we're going to be talking about the Week 12 drop list for Supreme's Fall/Winter 2023 season, which is set to drop this Thursday, November 9th. So the big collaboration for this week is with the brand Bless. So I had no idea who they were, so I had to do a little research, and in that research I figured out that they are a Berlin-based art collective. It says right here, Berlin-based art collective cum fashion brand. Interesting wording there, but yeah, essentially it's just a Berlin art collective that has kind of dipped into the fashion world, and it kind of makes sense. There was another brand that Supreme did this with last year that I can't think of the name of for my life, but if I do, I'll throw some images up. But very similar to that collaboration in my opinion. I do think there are high points of it, and I do think like most of it's just all right, but there are pieces that I do like from it. We'll get into that collaboration at the end of the video, but for now let's just go ahead and talk about the non-collaborative pieces for this week. Starting off here, we have the high density cotton field jacket. I like this jacket. I like the silhouette of this jacket. I like that the hood is kind of disconnected from the part that zips up, and it is still adjustable with the hood, so you can make it a little bit tighter. I like the pockets here as well. We do have some Supreme branding there. We do have more pockets there, and then we also have the adjustable waist. So this looks like a pretty nice jacket. This is the Hell artwork by Dash Snow. And we do have a piece that does not have any artwork. Oh, I didn't realize that the hood was removable until now. That's another nice detail. But we also have this navy blue. I think this one is pretty clean as well. I do think I like the one with the artwork by Dash Snow just a little bit better though. Here we have these shop small box logos, and I actually thought these were dropping last week. I still haven't heard any more if these are dropping online. I don't think they are. Locations only available in respective shops, so I am imagining just if you want one of these, you're going to have to go to your Supreme store if you live anywhere near one. I would have to go to like Chicago to get one. Not doing that. Definitely don't think these hoodies are cool enough for that, but if I lived in the area, I would probably pick one up because I do think they're a cool thing, especially if you were like from there or lived around there. Here we have the featherweight down puffer jacket. This thing is sick. I love the Pertex material. I think it just looks banger on puffer jackets. I really like the big puffs too, and I like how they've used these zippers here to kind of make like just a unique looking jacket. Overall, I think this one is a super banger. If it wasn't going to be too expensive for me, which I know it will be, I would probably pick this piece up, to be honest. Then we also have some Supreme branding there on the back, and we do have a hood that is attachable. Oh, bro, whoa, okay, game changer. So I thought the jacket came with a hoodie, but it okay, so I do think the jacket, I'm so confused over here. I do think the jacket comes with a hoodie, but then you also can buy this hat, which we'll get into later on in the video once we get to the accessories part. But yeah, packable hood with a less, yeah, okay, so it does come with the hood. Sorry, that just really threw me off. So we have that blue, and then we have this olive green, which I think the green might be my favorite, and then we have this like red one with lines on it. I felt like this one was not so good. And then we have a black as well. The black, you can never go wrong with the black, but I do think, I don't know, that olive green is just really appealing to me. I would probably go with black, but I do like that olive green one a lot. Here we have the rose rugby, and I kind of like go back and forth on how I feel about this piece. I kind of like it, but at the same time, it also looks like something from like the 2015 like Tumblr era. But I still think it looks kind of cool. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like it would take like a very specific type of person to wear this, like Angus Cloud, RIP. But I feel like his style like lended itself to this kind of piece. We do have this coming in another colorway as well. I don't think the brown and pink colorway works nearly as well as this one does, but yeah, I don't know. It's all right. I think maybe if it didn't have this rose here, I would like it a little bit more. It's just a little bit too much going on, but I still kind of like it. I don't know. I'm having a hard time deciding how I feel about that one. Here we have the lined flannel snap shirt. This is a banger. I love Supreme's flannels. They're always just really nice, and to have a lined one is always good for the colder months. I really like the colors on this one. Yeah, just killed it. And then we have another colorway as well, which I do like. Oh, I forgot to mention, we do have some Supreme branding there on the back. It is embroidered, which I think is cool. Pretty subtle, but you can definitely still tell it's there. And yeah, we do have that brown colorway. I have a really hard time deciding on which colorways, which one of these colorways I would select. I think they're both really good. I would wear either one of these. I'm probably not going to buy these, but I would maybe go with the brown one just because it is lined, and I feel like flannels, I don't know, just a little bit easier to wear with those browns and stuff. That blue might be a little bit more difficult to wear, but they're both really beautiful pieces in my opinion. Here we have like a super interesting piece. So these are the snap off baggy jeans. So the whole way up and down is snappable, so you could like unsnap them all the way to the top like a pair of like rip off sweatpants from back in the day. It's kind of odd seeing it on a pair of jeans, but I kind of like respect it. It's also interesting how they have like the stars and the branding kind of overlapping where the buttons are. Yeah, these are all right. I think like certain people will be able to pull these off. I do like the color combos. I think they're pretty nice. The green ones are a little out there, but overall not a bad piece. Here we have the warm-up pant. I think these are pretty clean, especially that blue colorway, but I'd probably wear any of these. Pretty neutral colors for these. We do have one with like a floral pattern, which was interesting. I think those are probably my least favorite, but yeah, I would probably wear all of these, just standard suplex nylon taslin warm-up pants. Pretty good. Here we have those featherweight down mittens that go with the Pertex puffer jacket. I don't know, I'm not really like a mittens guy when it comes to gloves, but if you're someone who's out in the cold a lot, these might be good for you, especially if you get the jacket. I feel like they obviously do go together. And then we do have the featherweight down trooper as well. I think these are sick, a lot cooler to me than the gloves. Still not gonna be something that I would get, but I do like these. Then we have some new era balaclavas. I think these are sick, just the all over print balaclava. Just works really well here for me. Not too much to say about it other than that. I don't know. This is a piece I would kind of think that I would hate, but I kind of love it, which is hilarious. Not something I would wear because I don't really ever wear balaclavas. If it's that cold outside, I'm not going outside, but yeah. And then we have the God beanie. So these ones were really weird. We have some Asian scripture here, which I believe just says God and then just says Supreme on the one side. These look really cheap, really lazy. They're just bad. There's no redeeming qualities on these hats for me. Then we have some corduroy S logos. These are fire. I love corduroy hats. I like S logos. Best of both worlds for me on these. I kind of like this like pukey yellow color for some reason. It's kind of ugly, but it's kind of awesome at the same time. I really like all the colorways of these though. I would wear all of these for sure, even though I'm not really like a hat guy. And then the accessory for this week is the Pintel Presto Correction Pin. So I believe this is just like a whiteout pin. Shouldn't be super expensive. I looked these up. They're like $6 for a normal pin. So obviously can expect a little bit of a price increase because it is a collaboration, but should not be breaking the bank with these pins either. And then getting into the collaboration. So these are all the pieces we have here. Skateboard, a phone charger, which the phone charger, fuego, but looking at this jacket here, so just like an all over print, which I think is really cool. It is really repetitive though. As you guys can see, you will see the same like faces and stuff a lot, which doesn't really bother me, I guess, that much in the like overall scheme of the jacket. We do have the Blessed Supreme branding there on the left chest, and then we do have Blessed Supreme going across the shoulders on the back. I have a better image of it. Actually, we'll just go ahead and look at it. Right here, yeah, you can see it a lot better. So just an embroidered outline of that logo, which I think was a cool detail. This jacket is just a little too loud for me, but I do think it is one of the better pieces from this collection. Here we have this crew neck, and these are, I like wanted to say I hated these so much at first. These are another thing where I feel like could have been like fire in that like 2015 like Tumblr type of era, but today it just feels very corny. I do like that they used a little like metal button here just for like a small detail. I'm curious to see if that has like any functionality or like why that's there, if it's just like a little detail. But yeah, the Blessed Supreme embroidery just looks I do really love this brown crew neck though. I think that looks pretty fire. And heather gray and black you can't go wrong with, but like I think this brown one was exceptionally cool. Just the text took me out of it. Then we have this one, has some imagery of artwork. I'm not familiar with what this artwork is. If anyone knows, let me know down below. And then you just have kind of Blessed Supreme and scattered letters and text kind of all over. Don't like this either. Alright, so I don't know what happened. My recording software was tweaking. I recorded this whole video, and for some reason when I got to this part, there was like a little hiccup, and then after that all my words were not with like when I was actually speaking. Everything was discombobulated. But what I was saying originally was these are one of the craziest like things from this drop. One of my favorite items, probably my favorite item from this collaboration. We had these like sweatpant jeans. So as you guys can see here, the front half is sweatpants and then the back half is jeans. Very, very interesting look here. We do have the belt loops that go all the way around, which is a cool detail. We've got the S logo there on the sweatpants, but yeah, I really like these. I would probably wear the gray ones and the like stonewashed in them. I think those are my favorite, but the brown ones are also pretty cool. Very wild piece here, but I do really, really enjoy them. And then the next item we have here was just the skate deck. So the one side just looks like it has like raindrops on it, almost looks like little stones. The other side just says Blessed Supreme, don't care. And then we have the phone charger. So this was a crazy piece. It is a little wild that they're still releasing lightning port chargers because we're obviously like gonna make that switch to USB-C to USB-C here soon. So this is gonna be dated pretty quickly, which kind of sucks, but I do really like the idea of this having the charger cable covered in pearls. Thought it was just a really fun, interesting idea. And the pearls do say something. It says if you don't throw, I can't read what it says. I tried reading it the last time too and just couldn't do it, but it does have wording on it, so yeah, keep your eye out for what that says. But yeah, still thought this was a cool idea. Overall, I thought this collaboration was alright. I think it's cool to see Supreme work with these like art collectives like this, but I feel like a lot of times the clothing is not really there. And I feel like this was an example of that, where some of the clothes were alright, but most of the clothes like were not that cool. I don't know. I hope we continue to see collaborations like this in the future, but I do hope the clothes just become a little bit cooler, if that makes sense. But that is going to be it for this video. I will be dropping the Palace Droplist video for this week today as well, so make sure to go check that out. But we will see you next time. Have a good one.